2023 is all but done, so OT has taken a look back at the stories that shaped this year. Several notable themes kept popping up. Myopia management became a key aspect of clinical practice, with an ever-growing range of interventions available, a trend that is likely to continue with the prospect of pharmaceuticals in the future, which may open the door for combined treatments. Artificial intelligence cropped up everywhere and shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. In the mainstream, ChatGPT-4 was launched and Photoshop got a whole bunch of AI tools, but optics was not spared this electronic eye, with many groups utilising machine learning to glean information from retinal images and OCT scans. The NHS waitlist was a focus throughout the country, with many patients not getting access to the urgent care that they need. The AOP highlighted this with their Sight Won't Wait campaign, but the fact it appeared in several Prime Minister's questions throughout the year suggests that a lot of people want avoidable sight loss and health management to be back to at least pre-pandemic levels. Now, to review the year through OT's top headlines, starting with
January. The year opened with the MP for Battersea, Marsha D. Cordova, asking Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to back the National Eye Health Strategy Bill during PMQs. The strategy seeks to improve the quality of life for people with sight loss, address health inequalities, and link up patient pathways for overall improved health outcomes. The RNIB were also calling for change, stating that drastic improvements were needed to the Access to Work scheme. The sight loss charity warned that jobs and careers of more than 25,000 disabled people were being put at risk due to delays in accessing the scheme. February started off with the uncovering of a new mechanism behind the development of cataracts in diabetic patients, contradicting previous assumptions about the role of sugar. Other research revealed that common genetic risk factors mean that AMD patients have a higher risk of catching COVID-19, and the disease is likely to be more severe. 100% Optical saw a record 10,657 visitors. Keep an eye out for more on 100% Optical in the coming weeks, as OT have started our lead up to the 2024 show, which will mark 10 years of the event. In the world of contact lenses, Johnson & Johnson Vision launched the AccuView Oasis Max 1 Day and AccuView Oasis Max 1 Day Multifocal, featuring 3 new technologies within the design. Leighton's Opticians and Hearing Care marked its 95th birthday. The family business first opened its doors in February 1928. In March, the US Food and Drug Administration approved Syvorf for the treatment of geographic atrophy secondary to AMD. The Macular Society described this as a milestone moment. The AOP launched its Sight Won't Wait campaign, calling on the government to draw on the optometry workforce in addressing the patient backlog in ophthalmology. April saw the release of the workforce census from the Royal College of Ophthalmologists, which found that 76% of ophthalmology units did not have enough consultants. This also found that 52% of units had found it difficult to recruit consultants over the past year. Moorfields Eye Hospital opened a new hub at Stratford Broadway. The hub is Moorfields' second largest standalone site and should provide around 70,000 appointments per year. The Central Optical Fund helped launch the Is Your Vision Roadworthy campaign to educate motorists about their legal obligation to ensure their sight is fit to drive, and encouraged routine eye tests to prevent vision becoming a safety hazard. In May, PCSE online services were disrupted, and many users were unable to log in to use the service. The AOP hosted their Myopia Day with 7 webinars. While the news may have been a little quiet, scientists were delivering a panoply of interesting information. Scientists from Khalifa University developed a prototype contact lens that could be used as an ocular aid for those with colour blindness and colour vision deficiency. An international team of scientists developed an AI model that could improve screening for retinopathy of prematurity. In June, EssilorLuxottica launched its new lens, Varilux XR. Myopia Focus introduced the Myopia Focus Practitioner Hub, a free educational platform for eye care professionals. Primary Eye Care Services spoke to OT about the relaunch of its single point of access referral pathway in conjunction with Seeability to enhance its easy eye care service for patients with learning disabilities. In July, the NHS celebrated its 75th birthday. Vision Care for Homeless People announced the expansion of its clinics. The charity plans to grow from 7 to 24 clinics over the next 5 years, with support from Specsavers. A survey explored how many organisations had purchased AI-enabled technology and found that 36% of UK employers have invested in AI. The AOP hosted their annual general meeting, which saw the chair switch from Julianne Little to Emma Spofforth. August saw the publication of the Cochrane Review on blue light filtering glasses. The systematic evaluation of 17 randomised control trials found that the spectacles probably make no difference to sleep quality or eye strain. Research led by Moorfields Eye Hospital and UCL Institute of Ophthalmology used AI to identify markers of Parkinson's 7 years before clinical presentation. Consultant ophthalmologist Alistair Denningston highlighting that this work demonstrates the potential for eye data harnessed by technology to pick up signs and changes too subtle for humans to see. September saw National Eye Health Week promoting the importance of regular eye tests. The Scottish Government agreed a 6% increase in the General Ophthalmic Services fee for optometrists in Scotland carrying out NHS eye tests. On a personally intriguing note, myself and a colleague were invited to a ride-along with a domiciliary practitioner in Surrey. This was eye-opening into the type of care that is offered inside people's homes. October hosted World Sight Day. This year, the Awareness Day, led by the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, focused around the theme of eye health and work. The new optometry contract began in Wales. Optometrists practicing in Wales needed to be Eye Health Examination Wales accredited and have completed the 4 mandatory WGOS training sessions. Researchers at King's College London shared the development in the field of surgical robots that could help support surgeons to deliver regenerative therapy into the eye. November saw the National Optical Conference, a chance for LOC members to network and hear presentations about their field, as well as the first in-person hospital and specialty optometrist conference since the pandemic. The AOP relaunched its Sight Won't Wait campaign, emphasising that the way in which eye care is delivered in the UK needs to change, as thousands of people in need of a hospital eye appointment are forced to wait, risking preventable sight loss. Victoria Atkins was appointed as the new Health Secretary. RNIB also unveiled the Eye Care Support Pathway, a framework to support people with eye care needs and sight loss. The UK-wide pathway aimed to ensure that patients have timely access to information, advice and support throughout their eye care journey. In December, the co-directors of the optical distributor Louis Stone Optical announced their decision to retire. Soon after, Optoplast confirmed its acquisition of the Louis Stone Optical product portfolio. The College of Optometrists published updates to its guidance for professional practice, covering remote consultations, myopia, and collaborative care pathways. The GOC updated its CPD requirements following a review of the scheme, with specialty registrants now eligible to declare self-directed CPD, while contact lens opticians can participate in peer review with optometrists. The 3rd annual Westminster Eye Health Day saw the launch of a report identifying prevention, diagnosis, technology, workforce issues, and equity of access as a focal point for a national eye health strategy.
The year seems to have flown by, and I want to take a moment to thank everyone who spoke with OT over the year. And I want to also thank all of you who read, watch, or listen to OT. I hope you have a lovely holiday break, and if you're in need of some education to cleanse your palate from all the mince pies that I'll certainly be eating, OTCPD is open until the 28th of December and will reopen on the 3rd of January.